We got a big day today. We got Champions League action, we've got NHL hockey props, and we've also got some NBA teasers. Hey there, everybody. Welcome on into the Tuesday edition here of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis, of course, giving you guys free sports picks every single day. And we have an absolute loaded show today. I've got several Champions League bets for today and tomorrow. I've also got a couple NBA teasers. And then we've got some NHL player props for you guys as well. So with that being said, let's just jump right on into the action. Let's, of course, always make sure we go ahead and recap the previous day. And then we'll jump into Tuesday's bets. As you guys can see right there, yesterday we went 2 and 3, down a little bit of money, down 1.32 units to unfortunately start our week. The majority of our bets were in that Crystal Palace versus Arsenal game. We had under 2.5 goals. That one was absolutely sickening. And I had no problem with the score being 2-0 at halftime, given that it was Crystal Palace that was up 2-0, because you knew exactly what they were going to do in the second half. It was just going to be giving Arsenal possession and let them try and figure out what they were going to do with it. Well, that's exactly what happened. Palace conceded possession in the second half. They played on that counter-attacking, and Arsenal couldn't do anything. And when I mean nothing, I mean they couldn't do anything. It's like they got in the final third and nobody wanted to go forward and attack and put in a shot, try and do anything. It was absolutely just a pathetic performance, absolutely by Arsenal. Bad first half, carried that over in the second half. It was bad. You're down 2-0. You're in the race for Champions League. What are you doing? What are you holding back for? I don't know. That was just an absolute terrible. And then to lose under 2.5 goals when Palace gets a breakaway, Wilfried Zaha, he's 3-on-1. He's a single attacker on 3 defenders, and they couldn't get it done. Clumsy defending. The guy who comes in from behind hits Zaha in the back of his leg and draws a penalty. Of course it's a penalty. It's a penalty all day long. But what are you doing, dude? There's 2 of your teammates right there. There's no reason for you to, crash into the back of his leg. Terrible, clumsy, absolute lazy defending, and we lose the under 2.5 on the kiss of death with a penalty kick being there in the third one. Over 5.5 corners, nowhere near it. Arsenal was terrible. Arsenal was absolutely terrible yesterday. Ball possession was the only thing that came through for us, and of course they had more of the possession because we expected Crystal Palace to give away possession like they've been doing all season long, and that's what they did. I think it ended around 60-40%, so easy win right there. Then we rolled in the nightcap. We did a couple NHL player props, a couple of these guys' names I don't know how to pronounce, but it was all in that Coyotes game. The one with the shots on goal, that was a member of the St. Louis Blues. He went over his shots on target, and then that was the goalkeeper there for the Coyotes. Had 10 saves in the first period, 10 saves in the second period, and only 4 in the third period. The Blues just backed off. They were up a big margin, and the Blues just kind of back off right there. It was on pace to hit, and it didn't hit. So, yeah, 2 and 3 on the day and down a little bit to start our week, and we were able to obviously scrape across a little bit of arbitrage money there as well. So that's how Monday went. All right, rolling right along here. Let's go right to that March Madness bracket. We already know generally what the outcome is because we set the stage on yesterday's show, and Kansas got it done. Down 15 at half, down 40-25. Come all the way back to Kansas. I didn't watch it. I don't know how it happened other than overcoming a 15-point deficit and winning it. That's all I know, but we know who won our contest. S. Lowry vaults all the way up into first place with the big Kansas win. So S. Lowry will go ahead and take $150. Right behind him with Boucher. He had Kansas as a national champion as well. So Boucher comes up from 8th place up into 2nd place and snatches that $75. So good job by him. Nate was the guy who was pulling for UNC. Almost, man. Couldn't quite get it done. Fell a little bit short, but hey, you still take home $40. So S. Lowry 7, Boucher, and Nate, all 3 of you, hit me up on Twitter, and I'll give you guys your respective money. It was a lot of fun competing with you guys on March Madness. I even cracked the top of the leaderboard. I damn near almost cracked the top 5. Don't know anything about college basketball, but I finished in 6th place. So good showing right there. So good stuff. We'll, probably run that back again next year. That was a lot of fun. So good job, everybody. Thanks for playing along. Want to remind everybody, starting this Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and then going forward every single morning, Monday through Friday, live right here on YouTube, my channel, Payoff Pitch. The name of the show is called Payoff Pitch. The Hockey Squirrel and I, we're each going to give you like 10 bets on that show. You're going to walk away with that show with like 20 bets. You're going to walk away with money lines and underdogs and F5s and team totals and pitching props and batting props and nerfies and rifees, the whole gamut. We're each going to give away about 10 bets over the course of that show. That's going to be a lot of fun, and it all kicks off this Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Again, it's on YouTube Live, so we definitely encourage you guys to come, enjoy the conversation, and kick off an MLB season with us this Thursday. All right, let's go ahead and get the bets first, and let's go ahead and do these NBA teasers first. Got 2 of them. Let's go ahead and do 76ers versus Pacers over 219.5 points. Parlay that with Rockets versus Nets over 232.5 points, and you can get that at -125 over at DraftKings. The other one I like today is Spurs versus Nuggets over 224.5 points. I'm going to parlay that with Pelicans versus Kings over 215.5 points. And I got that at -115 over at BetRivers. Of course, it's teasers, alternate lines. We got a lot of breathing room. I got 76ers and Pacers scored at 235. And I got Rockets and Nets scored at 245. Then for the other teaser, I've got Spurs and Nuggets scored at 234. And I've got your Pelicans versus Kings game scored at 228. So as always, we got a lot of breathing room. Let's see if we can, keep the positive momentum we had last week from these NBA teasers and see if we can't go a nice 2-0 night here on NBA teaser. So those will be the two there in the NBA for us. Sticking with a nightcap here, let's go ahead and do Connor McDavid over 3.5 shots on goal at -115 over at DraftKings. Not a whole hell of a lot of justification needed with this. If you guys remember, we got cashes with him last week on Wednesday night and on Friday night. I would have sent the tweet out on Sunday night to go ahead and bet it. It went over 3.5 shots on goal, but the reason I never sent the tweet out is because DraftKings juiced it all the way up to -140. So I just went ahead and laid off because it was too much juice. But now we're getting a number. It's back down to, -115. So I'm all for that. We obviously know he's cashed his last three because, again, we were on 2 of those last 3. So he's averaging, probably at this point almost now 4 shots on goal. I didn't go look up the information because, again, looked it up last week. It was at 3.85. He's a nothing gone over in 3 straight games. So it's probably damn near around 4 shots on goal he's averaging, and this game has a total of 6.5, which is the second highest total on the NHL slate. There's some other 6.5s, but this one's got the juice attached to it. So this is essentially Vegas, and the sportsbook tells us this is the second highest total on the NHL slate at 6.5. So the exact same justification last week where we got 2 cashes. Let's see if we can't get another cash tonight. So it's Connor McDavid over 3.5 shots on goal at -115. This is also going to be the free giveaway bet. So this is the bet win giveaway. This is the bet win giveaway. And as you can see, when this bet cashes, when Connor McDavid has 4 or more shots on goal, somebody on tomorrow's show will be winning $43. So $43 will be given away on tomorrow's show. And Connor McDavid has over 3.5 shots on goal. All right, well before we get to the nightcap and we get to those NHL player props and we get to those NBA teasers, we've got Champions League this afternoon. I've got bets for you guys in both games today. And then I'll also go ahead and give you guys the bets for tomorrow. But we'll, of course, hold off and wait and talk about those games tomorrow. But I will go ahead and give you guys those bets now so you get the same value as I. Some of these bets I already tweeted out yesterday. Some of these will be brand new. Let's go ahead and just run right through them. In the first game, you got Manchester City at home against Atletico Madrid. I've got 4 bets from this game. I've got Manchester City team total over 6.5 corners at -117. I gave that bet out yesterday. I also gave out yesterday Manchester City on that clean sheet at -113 over at FanDuel. That is now -140. So hopefully you guys saw my tweet yesterday and got around -113 with me. Otherwise, you'll be paying around -140, but I still certainly love that bet. Atletico Madrid to have more fouls. This is another pick'em over on DraftKings at -120. So just who's going to have more fouls. If there's a tie, then we'll go ahead and get our wager back. So I think Atletico Madrid will have more fouls at -120. And then Manchester City against the spread, -3.5 shots on target at -120. All right, gotta love it there when the 2-year-old comes busting in on you. All right, so let me repeat that one. Manchester City against the spread, -3.5 shots on target at -120 DraftKings, and if that works like any other against the spread, Manchester City's got to have 4 more shots on target than Atletico Madrid to go ahead and cash that bet. So let's go ahead and talk about that. Let's go ahead and talk about why I like it. But before I tell you why I like it, let me tell you what the sportsbooks thinks about this Manchester City versus Atletico Madrid game. You can go get the ball possession prop that we went ahead and cashed yesterday, obviously with Arsenal. You get that for this game, and it's Manchester City -35. Manchester City -35. Folks, that's the sportsbook's telling you that this game is going to be one-sided. That's not me telling you. Now, I do obviously believe it's going to be one-sided, but let's remove what I think. This is the sportsbook's ball possession is -35. You're looking at, you'd have to have a 68 to 37 if I'm doing, or 32, 68 to 32 to cash that bet. 68 to 32 at minimum. Manchester City needs to have 68% of the possession. If Manchester City has 68% of the possession, Atletico Madrid likely draws more fouls, right? Because you commit fouls when you don't have the ball, when you're trying to get the ball off of your opponent's foot. That's when you commit fouls. So City's going to have the ball 68% of the time to cash that ball possession prop on DraftKings. So I think Atletico Madrid is going to have more fouls, trying to get the ball off City's foot. Obviously, shots on target. I'm not expecting Atletico Madrid to get hardly any shots on target. I think they'd be lucky if they walk out of this game with two shots on target. I think Atletico Madrid would be like, okay, we got 2 shots on target. There we go. This game is going to be played in their half. Listen, the ball, don't worry about what I think. DraftKings, ball possession, minus 35. They're telling you how this game's going to go. It's going to be a City domination. Doesn't mean City's going to run it up on the score. There's a reason I didn't take under 2.5. I think under 2.5 hits. But City's going to create a ton of chances. And if City's on their day, having a good day and they're clinical, you're going to go way over 2.5 goals. You're going to end up in that, a 4 range. So no under 2.5 for me, but I like their, chances of just getting a lot of shots on target. But mainly it's going to be Atletico Madrid who's only going to get about 1 or 2 shots on target. So give me Manchester City against the spread, minus 3.5. And then, the one for the clean sheet. All these bets kind of go hand in hand. Just listen, Atletico Madrid should not see this ball, folks. They shouldn't see much of this ball. Remind you guys what happened when Atletico Madrid went up against Chelsea last year in the Champions League. They had 0 shots on target against Chelsea. I think this Manchester City team is better than Chelsea. Yeah, they got a better defense. Guardiola, you don't have much of the ball, and you don't get very good chances against a Guardiola team. So, yeah, Manchester City on that clean sheet all day long, and then over 6.5 corners. Well, what does Atletico Madrid do really, really stinking good? Well, they're a great defensive team, and I think they're going to keep this low scoring. And I think they're going to draw a lot of corners in the process, latch that's defending, deflections, everything. Everything you get with corners. Just everything you get with it. This is going to happen in this Manchester City game. So 4 bets from this game. Manchester City team total over 6.5 corners at minus 117. Manchester City clean sheet at minus 113. Atletico Madrid to have the most fouls at minus 120. Manchester City against the spread, minus 3.5. Shots on target, minus 120 over at DraftKings. The other game going on today is in Portugal. You have Benfica taking on Liverpool. I like 2 bets in this game. I'm going Liverpool on that clean sheet at plus 122 over at FanDuel. And I'm going Liverpool team total over 6.5 corners at plus 124 over at FanDuel. This is going to be another one of these low-scoring games. I think, Liverpool probably does squeak it out. I do think they'll get the victory. They are certainly the better team. These 2 bets aren't like disrespecting Benfica by any stretch. This is just how stinking good Liverpool is on the defense. When they have Alisson in net, when they have Matip next to Virgil van Dijk, when they're playing Alexander Trent-Arnold, and I'm completely fine if he misses another game and it's going to be Gomez, because Gomez is the better defender. But when they have TAA and Robertson there, and they have that back 4 in front of Alisson, it's game over. You hardly scored. Look, they got another clean sheet over the weekend. They're like 6 straight clean sheets in a row. I mean, they're just absolutely killing it as Liverpool. So not disrespecting Benfica here at all, but just really, saying, all right, this is Liverpool. I think if Liverpool go in this game and say, you know what, Benfica, if you don't score at home, you're not coming to Anfield and getting a goal. So if we just keep this, even if this game ends 0-0, right? This game ends 0-0, that's a perfect scenario for Liverpool because Benfica will not go to Anfield and score. It's just not going to happen. And they know when they get to Anfield and that crowd will lift them to 2 to 3 goals and, okay, so 0-0 here and then they win 2-0, 3-0 at Anfield. That's how this game's going to be played out. It's another game that's going to be played out. Look at the ball possession on this one. It's not quite as high as Manchester City, minus 35. It's minus 20 on DraftKings. So you're looking at a 60-40 split. Now, Benfica can score with 40% of the possession. They're a good team. I mean, look what they did knocking off Ajax. This is a good team, but I think this is a step up. When you go from Ajax to Liverpool, this is a step up, right? Liverpool won that Champions League not too long ago. A lot of those players are still right here on this team. So Liverpool on that clean sheet at plus 122. Liverpool team total over 6.5 corners at plus 124 for me will be the 2 bets in that game. All right, then let's go ahead and get you the 2 bets for tomorrow's Champions League games, but we'll go ahead and talk about these tomorrow. We need something to talk about on tomorrow's show. For Villarreal and Bayern, I'm going both teams to score at over 2.5 goals at minus 105 over at BetMGM. And then for the other one, Chelsea versus Real Madrid, I'm going under 2.5 goals at minus 122 over at BetRivers. And that one, holy cow, that one's going to cash. That one feels like an absolute banker. I don't really use those terms or throw that around, but that one feels like an absolute banker. So, all right, guys, there's a Champions League bet. You guys can see we have 4 in Manchester City versus Atletico Madrid. We've got 2 in Liverpool versus Benfica, and then we've got 2 over the course of tomorrow, one of those in each of those games, and likely going to go ahead and add 2 Villarreal and Bayern, and going to add 2 Chelsea and Real Madrid. We normally get props the day ahead, right? So that, most fouls, shots on target there for City that we did. We got those bets yesterday. I bet them this morning. We got them yesterday. We're going to get those bets at some point today, so maybe we'll look to go ahead and add something to those 2 bets for tomorrow on tomorrow's show. All right, guys, so that's it. That's how we're going to do it. It all starts off with some afternoon Champions League, roll into nightcap with 2 NBA teasers, and Connor McDavid for everybody, and then Connor McDavid also cashed the bet win giveaway bet. All right, guys, go ahead and hit that like button if you found something on this show that you're going to go ahead and tail. Hit that like button and let me know. Otherwise, come back on Wednesday. We're going to count up this profit and kick off Wednesday. Thanks for watching till the end. I'm Jason Mattis. Any love you can show by giving me a like, a subscription, or a comment, or even just share this video is very much appreciated. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to increase your chances of locking in the same odds as I talked about today. And check out my other great videos in these corners.